Your blades are sharpened with precision, flashing your favorite point of view. I know you're waiting in the distance, just like you always do, just like you always do. Already pulling me in, already under my skin, and I know exactly.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Wishing he had a mulligan. That's not how you want to start the game.
Not at all, because not only do you give up the penalty and good field position, but it just kills the momentum of your team as you start a game.
McCarthy finds his man. There's Jordy Madison. And he's brought down. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
Vikings, first down. Let's go. First and 10 at the 41.
Looking to throw McCarthy. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
You wanted something to save, you wanted something to tame, you wanted me to come running when you called my name, you wanted something to train, girl.
Menu narration set to 100.
Girl. Ever since you laid eyes on me, you've been barking up the wrong damn tree. Girl, you tried to tighten up the collar, clean me up, pull me up by the holler. That's one pill I ain't never gonna swallow. It's only one way this ends. Don't guess it's me, but that's your fault. Hell, you brought in this outside dog. I'm born to howl at the moon, you know I need me.
It's a venue in a city that's seen more NFL history than just about anyone else. Welcome to Lambeau Field in the heart of Green Bay. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And away we go from Wisconsin. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. I'd say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, handing them a loss. First play of the game.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They've got a man in motion. McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Running left side by Jefferson. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. That's taken on the 7th. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. First carry now for the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
At the 17-yard line.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. To throw, Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And this gain almost goes all the way for that 1st down. He gets it up to the 26.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
On 3rd down, they're going with Dillon. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Cut down the field, Golden. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a 1st down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly, you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Set. Ready.
Herbert now. Fits it through the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Set.
From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers have a great first drive and get the game's first points. So a touchdown on the board for Brock as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes McKenzie. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
So 1st down from the 41. Here's Hall once more. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Now McCarthy. It is cut left side. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. They're calling together a yard there. That was Xavier McKinney that time with the tackle.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Hall running between the tackles. He's going to have this one down to the 20. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose, ball away from his body in a prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Herbert on 1st down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
They go play action. Here's Herbert. Completed over the middle. And finally they get to him and send him out as this gets all the way into enemy territory. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset. No doubt they take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Dialing up a receiver screen. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the snap.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
29-yard line. Set.
Delta, hunt. Ready.
Here's the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Has it at the 7. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Working inside the red zone. Has it in close. That's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers pull that in front for their 13-zip. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sails through good. And the Packers double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. The pitch is to Hall. And he is caught and sent out well behind that line of scrimmage. So 2nd long coming. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Out wide, and it's intercepted. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT.
McCarthy's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Herbert. Got Evans, it's complete. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Running for the marker on 2nd. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Route set. This is 3rd and 5.
Set.
Now Herbert to throw. He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set.
Herbert now off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. And he might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Herbert. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looked like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And that makes it 2nd and goal.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here is 2nd and goal. Herbert throwing again. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or with big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard.
Set. Ready.
Dillon. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Packers take a 20-zip lead. A.J. Dillon, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
On the return, here comes McKenzie. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. The gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Kevin Bartholomew, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down. The Vikings getting their punt team out. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Herbert back to throw. Hits his tight end on the corner route. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They're going to move the chains after a big play, 39 yards.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. Hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. So 20 yards on that play. And it'll give the Packers the first.
Grenade! Run! Set. Grenade!
Handoff headed left. It's Dillon. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down.
I got to really rack my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice. It doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Second and manageable. He's throwing. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. On the return, here comes McKenzie. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go! Let's go!
On the shotgun, McCarthy. Walker isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Take a look at that scoreboard, and you just can't backwards. If you're going to close this gap, you've got to stay on schedule. I've had a hard time doing so with a double-digit deficit.
Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
A gain of 30. First down, Vikings.
First and 10 now from the 46. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Ugly early, intercepted again. Kool-Aid McKinstry has the INT. And no surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Here's the long back on the handoff. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. He puts some air under it deep down the left. Has it down close. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers get more points to end a lopsided first half. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead.
Vikings nothing.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half. Back to work after throwing the pick. incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. And now it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. To the right, hold in by Jefferson. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. He put Felton in motion left. One final shot before the half. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Shades of the 2009 Super Bowl. They're going onside kick to begin the second half. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, I think we all knew they were going to be aggressive from the onset of this second half, trying to erase that lead, but unfortunately, no luck here on the onside kick.
Kate, in these half times, they're fast for all of us in the NFL. College, yeah, you have time to go get lunch. Not that way in the NFL. So you went into halftime, and I am guessing, I could just feel the tone and tenor of that locker room. It is, we're going to be aggressive, like your point. We got to go out and we got to make something happen. But unfortunately, that felt a lot more like desperation when you don't recover it.
Set. Kappa, Kappa, Kappa. Set.
First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
On second down, here's Dobbins. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Set. Grenade.
They'll run it here on third down. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On to trying the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. It's far enough, but no good. He sent it just a little bit right. And they're unable to pile another 3 onto that lead.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
They start the drive home. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive is in trouble. Got to figure out 3rd and 12.
Here we go, set.
Air it out on 3rd. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look at that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
McCarthy to throw for it. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
This is going to be down to about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
Okay, ready?
They've got first down here from the 36. Here's the backup. First throw. Pass caught out right by Golden. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. Picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Just a yard left to go on second down.
Set. Black 80, black. Ready?
Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass and a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
At the 23-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9.
Set. Set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And hopefully a bit of a wake-up for their ground game. It's a solid pickup there on the play. It'll be a gain of 5. They still need 4 on third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
The intended target there was Mike Evans. And 4th and 4 coming up. For the second time today, they're going to run the kick team out for the field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And they didn't even need those points when you look at how impressive that lead is.
Here in the third quarter, he gets a chance to make up for the miss on his first attempt of the game. This time, well, he is totally dialed in, and he gets this one to count.
Return starts at the 3. He's brought down just inside the 25.
First down 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Hunt.
McCarthy to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, then you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
That's caught. This is Edison. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. That's It's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done.
This is caught inside the 15. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset. Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Ready? 6, go!
Again, McCarthy to throw. To the end zone, but incomplete. Didn't get it. That's going to set up second and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, but throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
So the incompletion on first. Here's second and goal.
Here we go, Shaq. Hut, hut.
Throwing again now. McCarthy. He brings it in. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Check. 70 Lions. Check go.
Third and goal for McCarthy. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this.
Half to 60. Half.
Back to the air. McCarthy. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings still need a lot more as they shrink the deficit. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
They're in full comeback mode already here in the third. An onside kick coming up. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 40. Yard line.
Each of these guys on this hands team, well, they're hand-picked, no pun intended, for the assignment. And they need the guys out there who could always be relied on to go bring in that onside kick without incident.
Set. Grenade. Set.
They'll run on first down with Dobbins. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, a 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Plowing up the middle. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the third quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. Before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash.
9-yard attempt.
The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So fourth down, here comes Daniel Whelan to send it flying for the Packers. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. There's a dive up the middle. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Okay, to run like that, just everybody gets to breathe. Things become so much easier when you start a drive with momentum like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
On first down, here comes Hall. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Let's go.
Off play action. It's McCarthy. That throw finds Bartholomew. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away. We'll take 2nd down behind the sticks now after that holding call. Now McCarthy. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Nickel look by the Packers on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Go! 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Desperation time here on 4th. He's got his target, Bartholomew. And he's tackled, but not before he picks up that 1st down. But hang on, Brock, hang on. They're going to have to survive that penalty flag first. Penalty hurts them, but they're still going for it here on 4th.
Here we go, Shaq. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
Desperation time here. Trying for the deep ball. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Now
an inside handoff to Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Now Herbert to throw. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Complete out to the right. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard. On to try the field goal now, Chase McLaughlin. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. The kick by McLaughlin is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
On the return, here comes McKenzie. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Vacates quickly left side. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
As soon as he starts to escape, Kate, you can almost see that gunslinger mentality come to life. It takes really perfect defense to hold up and keep him from finding something, but if they'll get that 1st down, they couldn't do it right there.
He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. That one goes for 31 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he used all the space he had. Got him around 8. That sets up 3rd down. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Set up. 68.
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Vikings putting up points in a game decided. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Reichert on for the point after.
For the extra point.
And wow, Brock, this one is no good. He has been automatic so far this season, but for the first time here, he whiffs on that extra point. And the Packers are able to recover the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think anytime these offensive coordinators in the NFL call a run play, they're just hoping for something positive. To get a 1st down, that's a bonus.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
Hand off here to Elliott. He did well to shake off one tackle partner, but the next one got him. He's going to lose yards. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
What is it?
He's drawn up front. Setting up for the kneel down on third. He's drawn up for it. Looks like they want to squeeze every point they can out of this game. Field goal team is out there. This will be a 44-yard look. So a historic venue in football sees yet another win as the Packers take this one at Lambeau. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers are your winners as we say so long from Green Bay.